Hey guys, Paul here with PatTech. What's going on? So in this video, as you can see, I have purchased the Mighty Pocket 3, but I've only had it for a week or so, so I'm not going to do a full review on this just now. But I've had the need to take this out into my car and do some recording, and so I needed to figure out the mounting situation in my car, which happens to be a Mighty Honda Fit at the moment. And so I kind of fell back on this inexpensive mount that I got from my GoPro a couple of years ago. It came in a kit with a bunch of other parts, and I didn't really like, how that worked. So I picked up these other two mounts. So what I'm going to do in this video is share with you what I found out about mounting your Pocket 3 in your vehicle, whether it's going on the windshield, whether it's going on the nav screen, side glass, what have you. So with no further ado, let's jump in, we'll have a look. Okay guys, so we got a beautiful sunny day here in Kawartha Lakes, and I'm driving around in my humble Honda Fit from 2015, so it's a little noisy because this is basic transportation, but at least you'll get an idea of the sound quality you're going to get from the Osmo Pocket 3. And then I'm going to compare it to the sound quality with the DJI Mic 2 connected. So that'll be next. And I'm also going to look at 2 or 3 little mounts that I have for mounting your Pocket 3 to your windshield or to your side glass. So I've got my GoPro Hero 8 just over to the right there, and I've got the Pocket 3 right in front of me on a mount that I just got from China that seems to be working really good. So I'll try and give you as good a perspective as humanly possible as far as what your options are for mounts. Okay, so now I have the Mic 2 connected to the Pocket 3, and I've got it mounted on my sunscreen just here. I've put it in the past on the seat belt, and that works okay, but I think it'll probably get a better result here. So this should give you a decent idea of what you're going to get, well, at least the difference in the audio between the built-in microphone and the Mic 2. And like I say, this 2015 Honda Fit is basic transportation. Plus I got a good set of snow tires on here, so apologies for the loud sound platform or loud noise floor, whatever you want to call it. So again, this is with the Mic 2, and I've got the Hero 8 over there on the right windshield, or on the side glass, and I got the Pocket 3 on the mount I'm going to show you in a second. And sit in the studio and show you this kind of stuff, I thought I'd come out into the field. The first mounting bracket I'm going to show you is this one here. And I got this in a kit about 2 years ago with my GoPro Hero 8. And it works, but it's not ideal. And the reason it's not ideal is because, everything, you have to turn this knob to bring it down. You got to turn this knob to get it to go side to side. So it's just not as good as a Magic Arm. And like I say, this one came in a kit with a Hero 8 with 4 or 5 other mounting options. And so it works. You can get one of these for like under $20. If that's your budget, then go for it. It'll work. And the first way that I mounted my Pocket 3 in my Honda Fit here was I mounted it to the navigation screen because I didn't have enough height where my Navi unit is, so I could take that off and put this on, because even if you turn this thing down, you still, and I can't turn this up, so it was a little problematic to say the least. So this one, I would say avoid it if you can. You want one with a Magic Arm. So enter. This is the small rig, and I'll put links to the description for you so you can have access. But so same idea, like it's a suction cup. It's about 2.5 inches in diameter, so it's really good for mounting GoPros or the Pocket 3 onto your side windows or your windshield or what have you. And you just stick it on, clamp this thing down, and The only thing about this thing I would say is be careful of your Navi screen. I don't know if these things are glass or they're probably Lexan for crash safety situation, and this thing really puts a suction on, so I'd be worried about cracking it on the nav screen. But mounting onto your side window or your windscreen, no problem. And so once this thing is clamped down, then you've just got one butterfly here, and you can turn this thing down. You know, you've just got such a great range of motion with this bad boy right here. So this is the first one I'd recommend to you, link in the description. And what I'm using now to record on is the Pocket 3, and I've got it mounted on, it's the Lee Kong Hui mount, and you'll see the picture here. But so far, it's been the best mount that I've used for the Pocket 3 yet. When I put this one onto the nav screen and I had it tipped up like so, the problem with the Pocket 3 is its height. It's about 8 inches in height with the short adapter on it, and longer if you have the longer adapter on it. So you really need something that drops down. And so this guy here, the only thing I found was when I was driving down the road, I noticed that the Pocket 3 was doing one of these wobble things, right? Now, remarkably, when I looked at the video, it didn't come out in the video, so I was really impressed with the Pocket 3 when I saw that. So now let's take a look at this Lee Kong Hui mount, and you can see what I'm talking about. Okay guys, so let's take a look at these mounts. So the first one I showed you, it works. I stuck it onto my Navi panel here, and you know, it was okay. That was the first product that I used. And then the Lee Kong Hui is the one that I really want to dwell on here, because this one is so much nicer. It's got this 8-inch extension arm that comes down. It has a proper magic arm. It's made out of metal. The suction to the windshield is a lot better. And the beauty of this bad boy is that it gives you like a wider range of motion for mounting to it. And they've knurled the balls that are being used there. So once you get the position that you want, you don't have to reef on it. And it's a lot easier to mount. Like just twist it on and you're ready to go. And you can mount your GoPro on the other side, so it has that provision for it as well. Now another option is the small rig here, which is this guy, and basically, you know, like I showed you earlier, that one just sucks onto the glass like so, and then you've got, this is like a fairly heavy duty magic arm, so I recommend this one as well. This one and this one, if you have the budget for them. If you don't have the budget, you want to spend under $20, then you can grab these. They're fairly common on Amazon, but by far the Lee Kong Hui is the best one in my humble opinion. Okay, boys and girls, so the winner is the Pocket 3, of course. Okay, so the Lee Kong Hui, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, this is the one to get for mounting your Pocket 3. However, you could mount it with this one. One issue that I had, you know, with both of these is that if I took my Navi screen off and tried to put this one on, then it was a little more difficult. So in my humble opinion, the small rig and the Lee Kong Hui, these are the two mounts to get. I think this one's $29 and this one's $32 or $35 US. And the small rig is probably got the strongest suction of both of them. You know, all metal mount here, magic arm. This thing works quite well. And both of these, they're not designed for your A7 IV. These are designed for, in fact, the code number on this one is SC1K, I think it is. And that's 1 kilogram, 2.2 pounds. So it's ideal for, you know, the GoPro or the Pocket 3, and that's what it's designed for. So you buy either one of these, you can buy them with confidence. You're not going to have any issues with them, and they're going to work really well with the Pocket 3. This one here, if you're on a budget and this is all you can get your hands on, well, it works. You know, it's just, you know, for someone like myself who's doing this stuff all the time, I find it's worth spending the extra $5 or $10 to get something that's going to be robust, and it just reduces your frustration threshold or your frustration level, if you will. So that's going to wrap it for this one, guys. If you found this video useful, please hit the subscribe, like, and notification bell for me. I really appreciate it. And like I said, I will come back and do a review on this guy right here. I'm actually heading back to the Dominican Republic the first week of April, so I may hold off until then, and I'm going to use this to do a review on that hotel, because when I did the first one, which is on the channel, which was the Wyndham V in Samana, Dominican Republic, I was using a GoPro Hero 8. So you'll be able to see the difference between a review done with a GoPro and one done with the Pocket 3. Not that you can't search that out online, but it may be of some use to you. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one.